In today's class, we will be seeing applications of integration in physics. Okay, the target of this chapter is to explain how to take strips. So, what we are going to see is application of integration in physics. Okay, for geometric figures. So, you must know how to take strips and to integrate. Now, where do we actually apply this in physics is, if you take center of mass x coordinate, it is integral of dm into x by integral dm. So, that will give you integral of dm is, here in this part, according to the definition, we are going to take dm is equal to lambda times dx. So, this is your dx is your small length. So, what should you take as small length is dependent on what I am going to explain. Similarly, for dm, in certain situations we will write sigma times dA. This is your small area. So, for what kind of object we need to take this small area, in which manner is what I am going to discuss. Similarly, for small mass, I will take rho times dV. I will consider small volume. In this manner, what is that I am going to do is, I am going to calculate, small areas, small volumes, and then get the bigger quantities. Not only this, for moment of inertia, if you take moment of inertia is dm into k square. Now here also your dm part, whatever how you are taking, in a similar manner you will do this. Similarly, for gravitational field, integral of g into dm by r square, same whatever definitions that you are doing. Potential g into dm by r integral, once again you will take this. And then similar is the case for electric potential and electric field. For E you will write integral of k into dq by r square, and for V you will write k into dq by r for potential. Now here your dq is lambda times small length, dq for certain objects it will become sigma times dA, dV for certain objects it will become rho times dV. So in all these cases you have to bring it back and substitute here. Now why did I discuss this is, in physics in many places we will be using this integration. So the point is, we should be able to use these things in physics and explain certain basic ideas. So for that we are going to learn these things in detail. Now in today's class we will not calculate center of mass or moment of inertia or anything. What we just do is, we just simply explain basic fundamental things. In that, your first case is case 1, that is prove circumference of circle is 2 pi r. Prove circumference of circle is 2 pi r using integration. So this is what you are going to do. Now, to get complete length, circumference means it is complete length. So to get complete length, what is that you do is, your logic is, your logic is, you just simply, to get total length, you just simply integrate small length. Integrating small length will give you total length with appropriate limits. Now to do so, let us consider a small length here. Now if this is your small length, okay, that is very small, but for clarity sake I am taking it to be big. Let us say this length is dl, this radius is r, this angle is d theta. Okay, so integral of dl is, okay, integral of, okay, dl is r times d theta, okay, where from where to where means your theta is varying from 0 to theta equal to 2 pi, because if theta is at 0, okay, then if you assume this to be some point and point B, if theta is 0, your point B will be at point A itself, and if theta is 2 pi, that point B will complete full circle and come back to the same point. Okay, and if you are worried how you are getting dl is equal to r d theta, so in maths, okay, you must have studied, okay, if you have an arc, okay, if you have an arc like this, if this is length, arc length is L, and if this is theta, if this radius is r, theta in degrees is, theta in radians is theta in degrees by 180 degrees into pi radians. Okay, so according to that, L is equal to r times theta in radians. Your length of arc is given by r times theta in radians. So according to that, okay, your integration will become, r is constant, you can take it out of integral, r times d theta. Okay, so according to that logic, your small length dl is r times small angle d theta. So now that will give you integral r times integral d theta. So that will give you r times integral d theta is theta from 0 to 2 pi. So that will give you r times 2 pi, that is equal to 2 pi r. This is your total integration. Okay. Now from now on, if you see circular object, you must remember that you should take a small strip of length dl, whose length dl is equal to r times d theta. Okay. So the important conclusion is, for circular objects, okay, later when you see in physics, you are supposed to remember that you should take dl is equal to r times d theta. Okay, and then integrate accordingly. Okay, if you are considering the length part. Okay, I hope I have explained in detail. Okay, so what is that you are doing? You, to get total length, first you define small length and then you integrate accordingly. Okay, next is, okay, prove, okay, second case 2, prove, okay, area of circle is pi r square using integration. You are supposed to prove area of circle is pi r square using integration. Now, okay, so to get complete circle, okay, first you need to define small area. Now, okay, logically if I talk, if you add a small area to this small area, one more area to this small area, like this, if you keep adding small area, that will give you total area, right? So integration point is that, okay, you have to always take strip in the middle. Okay, so logic is simple, always take strip in the middle, always take strip in middle, change limits such that, okay, you have to change limits such that, okay, change limits such that you can integrate, okay, change limits such that you can integrate from lower limit to upper limit, such that entire body is covered, okay, such that entire body is covered. Okay, so you are supposed to do or take strip in the middle such that from lower limit to upper limit entire body is covered. So now if you take this scenario, okay, so if you take a small strip here, okay, if you take a small strip here, okay, so if this radius is r and width is dr, okay, if radius is r and width is dr, for this strip, okay, if I define a small area, okay, if I cut this strip and stretch it, okay, on cutting and stretching it like this, okay, that peel off layer I am cutting it and bringing out, so its length will be 2 pi r and its width is 2r because that is circumference of circle, okay, so length of that strip is 2 pi r and width is dr. Now your small area is in the shape of rectangle, so your small area dA is length into breadth, so that is equal to 2 pi r into dr. So from now on, if you see circular object where mass or charge is distributed along area, so for small area you are supposed to remember that you have to take a strip like this where your dA is 2 pi r into dr. Now to get total area, okay, to get total area, your A total is equal to integral of dA, that is equal to integral of 2 pi r into dr, where r is varying from 0 to r equal to capital R. So that will give you 2 pi times integral r dr from r equal to 0 to r equal to capital R, that will give you 2 pi times small r square by 2, lower limit 0, upper limit capital R. So that will give you 2 pi times capital R square by 2, 2 will go off, finally you are going to get pi r square. Okay, so this is how you take integration, okay, and if r is 0, okay, your limits are important, limits. If your r is 0, that ring will be in the middle center. If r is capital R, that extends till the outer edge, okay, right. So this is your final idea, okay, right. So hope there is no doubt, okay. So always take strip in the middle and you change the limit such that the entire body is covered, okay. So this is how you calculate area of circle, okay. Next is prove case 3. Prove curved surface area of cylinder is 2 pi r h using integration, okay. So you are supposed to prove curved surface area of cylinder is 2 pi r h using integration. Now for that, what is that you do is, okay, so you are supposed to take a cylindrical part. So once again, to get curved surface area, what is that you do is you take a small strip, okay, and to this small strip, okay, if this radius is r and width is dh, if this height is h, okay, now your limit should be from h equal to 0 to h equal to capital H, okay, you are adding up, okay, small strips from where to where means from h equal to 0 to h equal to capital H, okay. So now you may ask me, sir, how is that you are getting strip exactly like this means, okay, you are going to get the strip like this, okay, because of the fact that, okay, I know that we are going to use it, okay, but you keep solving, okay, you will be able to identify, okay, ఎట్లా వచ్చిందని వరి అవ్వాల్సిన పని లేదు, okay. Now if you cut this patch and stretch it, okay, let us say you are cutting this patch and stretching it, your length of this patch is 2 pi r and width is dh. Okay, so small area dA is 2 pi r into dh. So now to get total area, A total is integral of 2 pi r times dh from where to where means h equal to 0 to h equal to capital H. 2 pi r is constant, so that will give you 2 pi r times integral dh from h equal to 0 to h equal to capital H. That will give you 2 pi rh. Okay, so this is how you are supposed to take this strip for cylinder. Okay, so next let us try to take, okay, let us try to prove curved surface area of, okay, sphere is 4 pi r square. Okay, next case 4, prove curved surface area of sphere is 4 pi r square using integration. So for this sphere, okay, let us say you have a sphere like this. Now to this sphere you are supposed to prove your curved surface area is 4 pi r square. Now how is that I do is, I will take a small strip here. Okay, this peel off layer, if I define properly, okay, if I define a peel off layer like this, okay, so to this peel off layer, okay, for clarity's sake, not to have confusion, okay, so I will draw a single line so that you will not get confused. So you have this peel off layer like this. Now onto this peel off layer, okay, if I define this small angle to be theta and this is d theta, and if this radius is r, then this is r sin theta, this is r cos theta. Okay, so this peel off layer, if I cut it and stretch it like this, then this peel off layer will have a length of 2 pi times r sin theta, and this width is r d theta. So this is r d theta. Now your limits are from theta equal to 0 to, if theta is 0, that ring will be on the top, to theta equal to pi. Okay, it's not 2 pi, it is pi. If theta is 180 degrees, that ring comes to bottom. If it is semicircle, your limits will be theta equal to 0 to theta equal to pi by 2. So in this case, your small area dA is 2 pi r sin theta times r d theta, because small area is in the shape of rectangle. So your A total is 2 pi r square sin theta d theta from theta equal to 0 to theta equal to pi. So that will give you 2 pi r square times integral sin theta d theta from theta equal to 0 to theta equal to pi. So that will give you 2 pi r square times integral of sin theta is minus cos theta from theta equal to 0 to theta equal to pi. So that will give you 2 pi r square times minus cos pi minus cos 0, that will give you finally 4 pi r square. Okay, so from now on, if you see a hollow shell, okay, and all, you are supposed to remember that you are supposed to take small area dA is equal to 2 pi r square sin theta d theta. Okay, so this is how you are supposed to take the strip. Okay, next case is prove curved surface area of cone is pi r l using integration. That is your case 5. So now I told you, so you have to take a small strip, and then for that small strip you have to define small area dA, then your job is done. So this is L, this is small length dl, total length is L. Let us say this is small r, this is capital R. Now in limits you can do two things. One is in terms of L, if you are writing L equal to 0 to L equal to capital L, you have to add area of many such small rings from top to bottom, or from R equal to 0 to R equal to capital R. That means you are adding up small areas from R equal to 0 to R equal to capital R. Now, okay, what is that you can do is, okay, if there are two variables, if this angle is, okay, let us say this angle is theta. Now your sin theta is small r by small l, that is equal to capital R by capital L for bigger triangle. Now let us start with small area definition. So for that ring, okay, if you are considering small area, your small area dA, if you cut it and stretch it like this, small area's length is 2 pi r and width is dl. So your small area dA is 2 pi r into dl because it is in the shape of rectangle. Your total area is integral of 2 pi r into dl from r equal to 0 to r equal to capital R. You can do it, but here the problem is you have limits in terms of L, no, so that will give you 2 pi times integral of what is r means capital R by capital L into small l into dl. So from L equal to 0 to L equal to capital L. So that will give you 2 pi r by L times L square by 2 from 0 to capital L, that is equal to 2 pi r by L times L square by 2. 2 will go off, L will go off. So finally you are going to get pi r L. So for a cone, this is how you take the small strip for curved surface area. Okay. Next is, okay, I will derive volumes using integration. Okay. Next, case 6. From now on, we will calculate volumes. So when volume is involved, how to define small volume for different figures is what we are going to see. So in that first case is prove volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube using integration. Okay, so now remember previously we have mostly used rectangles. From now on, for volume, for a general figure, your volume is area of base into height. So we will use this logic. Now how do we do this? I will tell you. Now let us say you have a sphere. Okay, for this sphere, okay, let us say you have a small strip. Okay, so for this small strip, if radius is r and width is dr, okay, now your small area, small volume, if you take, okay, if you cut this patch and spread it like this, then this patch will have a surface area of 4 pi r square, because surface area of sphere is, this is a spherical shell. Okay, so you keep adding up small shells like this, one shell inside another like this, that will cover the total volume. So here for this small shell, your surface area is 4 pi r square and width is dr. So small volume dV is area of base into height. So 4 pi r square dr. So total volume is integral of 4 pi r square dr from r equal to 0 to r equal to capital R. So that will give you 4 pi times r cube by 3, lower limit 0 to upper limit r. So that is going to give you 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay. So from now on, you see where volume is involved, small volume you are supposed to define like this. Okay, this is very important. Okay, your limits are from r equal to 0 to r equal to capital R. Okay, this is what you are supposed to do for volume of sphere using integration. Okay, next case 7. Okay, prove volume of cylinder is pi r square h using integration. Okay, so if that is the case, so to get big volume, as I have discussed previously, you have to define small volume first. So let us say this is your cylinder. Now if you take a small cylinder like this, okay, for this small cylinder, okay, let us say this height is h, width is dh, let us say this radius is r, from here to here it is capital H, and this is your capital R. Now to define small volume, okay, if you cut this patch and spread it like this, your small volume will be, okay, small volume of cylinder, this is radius r, width is dh. So your small volume dV is area of base pi r square into height is dh. Okay, area of base into height. So to get total volume, it is integral of dV, that will give you integral of pi r square into dh, from where to where means h equal to 0 to h equal to capital H. That means you are adding up small strips from h equal to 0 to h equal to capital H. Okay, so these are your limits. So if you simplify, it will give you pi r square times integral of dh is h from 0 to capital H. So that will give you pi r square times capital H. Okay, next, similarly, if you consider the next case, okay, that is prove volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h using integration. Okay, so now if that is the case, for volume of cone, what is that you are going to do is, you have a cone. So this cone, let us say you have, okay, taken a small disc, let us say this height is h, width is dh, total height, let us say it is capital H, let us say this radius is r, and this is small r, and this is theta. Now your limits are from h equal to 0 to h equal to capital H is one thing, or your limits can also be written as from r equal to 0 to r equal to capital R. Now if you define small a volume, okay, your small volume dV, okay, if you are cutting this disc and pasting it outside, okay, your small volume dV is area of base pi r square into height is dh. Okay, so because for small volume it is area of base into height. So now here r and h both are variables. So to get total volume, what is that you are supposed to do is, you are supposed to integrate small volume. So in doing so, that will become integral of dV, that is equal to integral of pi r square into dh, from where to where means h equal to 0 to h equal to capital H. So that will give you pi r square times, okay, because pi r square is not constant, you cannot take it out of the integral. Now to relate it, you can use tan theta is equal to opposite by adjacent, that is equal to small r by small h, that is equal to capital R by capital H. So as a result, this will become pi times small r square is capital R by capital H into h whole square into dh, from where to where means h equal to 0 to h equal to capital H. That will give you r square by capital H square into h square times pi into, sorry, you cannot take this out of the integral, so pi is also constant, that will also be taken out of integral. So finally you are going to get h square into dh from h equal to 0 to h equal to capital H. So that will give you pi r square by h square into h cube by 3 from 0 to h. So that will give you pi r square by h square into h cube by 3. So that is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. Okay. So this is how you take volume using integration. Okay. So like this, there are other situations as well where in which you can calculate the volume, but these are your basic ideas, and if you know this much, that is enough. Okay. So with these kind of strips and all, you are supposed to integrate and do explanations in physics. Now I will try to write down summary. So when length is involved for circular objects, okay, when length is the factor for circular objects, what is that you do is you take a small strip. For this small strip of length dl, this is d theta, so your small length dl is r times d theta, and when area is involved, okay, your small mass dm will be lambda times dl. What is lambda? We will see later. Next, where area is involved, you take a small strip like this where area is involved, okay, and here if this is smaller and if this width is dr, so you will cut this patch and stretch it like this. Your small area dA will be 2 pi r into dr. Your small mass dm is sigma times dA. And if you have a cylinder, for this cylinder you will take a patch like this. Your small area dA is 2 pi r into dh. This is h and this is dh. Okay, your small mass is sigma times small area dA like this. And in situations where, okay, there is a hollow cone like this, what is that you are doing is you are taking a small strip here. This small strip will have radius r, length l, dl. Small area dA is, if you cut that patch and stretch it like this, it will become 2 pi r into dl. So small area dA is 2 pi r into dl. This is for hollow cone, okay, indirectly. Okay, if it is solid cone, volume will be involved. Your mass here is dm is equal to sigma times dA. And where spheres are involved, you take a small strip somewhere here, and for your small volume dV is 4 pi r square into dr, okay, and your mass dm will be rho times dV. And if there is a solid cone like this, you take a small strip here with height h and width dh. Your small volume dV is pi small r square into dh. Then you will use this relation tan theta is equal to r by h in smaller triangle, which is equal to capital R by capital H, and you will integrate. Your dm is rho times dV like this. So this is what you are supposed to do for different figures and then integrate in physics. Okay, so instead of mass, this could even be charge in electromagnetism, but this is how you are going to do in physics. Okay, that's all for today.